Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about the custom columns. In Power Query, a custom column refers to a new column created within a dataset by applying a custom formula or expressions to the existing data columns. Custom column enables the users to perform the calculations, transformations, or manipulations on their data to derive some new insights or prepare it for analysis. The process of creating a custom column involves defining a formula or expression that specifies how values should be calculated or derived based on the values in the other columns. This formula can involve a wide range of operations, including arithmetic calculations, text manipulations, data or time functions, logical conditions, and more. Custom columns provide a flexible and powerful way to extend the capabilities of Power Query by allowing the users to tailor their data processing workflow to specific requirements or business logic. They enable the users to perform the complex data transformations without the need for external tools or programming languages, empowering the users to manipulate their data directly within the Power Query editor. Overall, custom columns are fundamental features of Power Query that facilitates data manipulation and transformation, allowing the users to create enriched data sets that are tailored to their analytical needs. So let's go to the Power Query editor and see how can we create these custom columns. We are in our Power Query editor. To create a custom column, you can go in the add column option, and over here you will find this custom column option. Over here, a dialog box will appear in which it would ask you that what name do you want to give to the new column. So let's say right now I'm giving the name as test. Over here, you need to write the custom formula to create this column. Now on the right hand side, you can see there is a list of this available columns. So all the columns that are available in our data set would be listed over here in this box. Whenever you want to perform any kind of operation on the top of any column to create custom columns, what you can do is you can select this and you can use the insert option. And this would insert this column over here. Also, you can write the column name. So let's say if I want to take the profit column, for that I can write profit over here and it would try to detect the column that you're talking about. So I will come over here, select this profit and I will press the tab key. And this would do the same thing as inserting the column over here. So whenever you are having a long list of columns in your data set, this is also one of the things that you can do. Also, whenever you are writing any kind of formula, so we are basically using this tax functions over here. We'll be talking about those tax functions in detail in the upcoming sessions. So it would also try to detect the kind of function that you're trying to write. For example, you can see that I'm getting some of the column names. Also, I'm getting some of the functions over here. So now we'll be talking about this data set and what kind of custom columns we can create through this data set. So this data set belongs to Global Superstore. So basically they are kind of e-commerce company which are selling the products. Now we are having the data like row ID, order date, the shipping mode, customer ID, name, segment, the geographical information, the product ID, category, subcategory. Then we have the product information in terms of product names. And then we have some numerical information in terms of the sales quantity, discount and profit and shipping cost. Also, we have the order priority information. Now, let's say that someone asks you what is the unit price for each of the product that we are selling over here. So we can come over here and see that our data set consists of some numerical values like sales and the quantity. So you can find the sales over here. And also we have this quantity of information, but we don't have any information about the unit price of those particular products. So in that case, what we can do is we can create a custom column that would show us the unit price of this particular product. So for that, what I can do is I can go in the custom columns option. Here, I can write the new column name as the unit price. And I know the unit price would be the overall sales divided by the number of quantities that have been sold. So for that, I can write sales and it would try to detect the column name. So I will select the sales divided by quantity and I will press OK. You will see that a new column has been added and the name of this column is the unit price. Now, if you are seeing this kind of thing, like it is trying to detect the type of this column as the alphanumeric, then you can click on over here and you can change the data type over here. Additionally, you can also choose to detect the data type for this particular column. Right now I know it is a decimal number. So for that, I will use this decimal number option. And this would change the data type of my column. So now I'm having the unit price for each of the product. Then let's say that this was the function in which we worked on this numerical data types. Now, if we are having any order info in terms of date and we have to work with the date and time data type, in that case, what would we do? So for example, if I just scroll towards the left, I'm having two columns in which I have the order date as well as a shipping date. Now, whenever our order is ordered, we are capturing that date. And when that order is shipped, we are capturing that date in terms of the shipping date. We know that the shipping date would be always greater to the order date, or it can be same also if it has been shipped on the same day. So in that case, we need to find out the shipping time or the time that it took to ship. For example, over here, this particular product was ordered on 5th of February 2013 and it was shipped on 7th of February 2013. That means it took it 2 days to ship this product. So we have to create a column in which it would tell us that how many days it took for a particular order to be shipped. So again, I will be going in the custom columns option. Over here, I can write over here the column name as shipping time. And the formula that I can give is the shipping date minus the order date. And I will click on OK. And this would add this shipping date or shipping time over here. So now you can see that it is coming in terms of other data type, like it is detecting it in the terms of the alphanumeric data type. To correct this, what I can do is I can click over here and I can choose this whole number option. Now it would correct the data type and it would give me the exact number of days it took to ship a particular product. Alternatively, if you don't want to go through this method, what you can do? So let's say if I'm again going in the custom columns option and I'm creating this column again. So let's name it this time shipping time 2, or let's name it as ship time. Over here, I can write the function of duration dot days. So what it would try to do is it would first try to take the columns that you are talking about and then it would try to take the days out of it. So inside it, I have to pass the ship date minus the order date. Now, this function is first doing this calculation in the terms of shipping date minus order date, which was giving me the same result as I was doing it in the shipping time. Now, if I have to extract the days out of it, I just have to write this function of duration dot days, and it would try to extract the days out of it. So I can click on OK, and you can see I'm getting the same result. So this time I don't have to do that transformation to whole numbers to take out this state. So in this way, you can create some custom columns, and there are multiple ways to create a single type of custom column also. Then the next type of custom column that we are trying to create is the profit margin. So here I'm having the sales of a product and I'm also having the profit of that particular product. Now I need to extract the profit margin out of it. That is the profit for each of the sale that I have done. So for that, what I can do is I can again go in the custom columns option. I will give the new column name as profit margin. And over here, I know that in order to take out the profit margin, I can just divide the profit by sales. So I will write profit over here. It would try to detect the column. Then I would divide it by sales. And to change it into percentage, what you can do is you can multiply it by 100. So I will tell you another way of not changing it into the percentage and directly taking out the percentage over there in the custom column. So what you can do is you can also delete this part. So I have just taken out the profit margin and I have used this function of profit by sales. So I'm doing nothing hard over here. I'm just using these arithmetic operators to create some custom columns. I will click on OK and it would give me the result in terms of these decimal numbers. Now I want to find out what is the profit margin in terms of the percentage. For that, I will go in this data type and I will change the data type to be say percent. Now over here, you can find out the profit margin in terms of percentage. Also, if I try to verify it a bit, I can see that the sales which was done was 2309 and the profit that I made over there was 762, and that is indeed nearly 33% of the profit. So in that way I can get the profit margin over here. Also you can see some of these I'm getting in negative. This is because whenever I'm selling certain items, I'm selling them at loss. So you can see over here, I'm selling this leather armchair at 3709 and I am incurring a loss of minus 288. That means I am incurring some loss over there. That is why it is showing me that profit in negative. So you can basically change these values also, and you can try to find out how much profit margin is given by which product and which is a product that is giving you the highest profit margin. So in that way, you can find out the most profitable products. Then the next part is the shipping cost percentage. So let's say if you are selling some products over here and that is incurring some high shipping cost. For example, if we come to this product, so right now I'm selling it for 3709 and it is giving me a profit of minus 288. That means a loss. And the shipping cost for this particular product is 923. That means the shipping cost is very high. So if I want to make some profit out of it, one of the things that I can do is I can reduce the shipping cost, or I can try to find a way of reducing the shipping cost. These all things would be known only when I'm trying to find out what is the exact percentage of the shipping cost involved in a particular product. So for that, I'm trying to find out the shipping cost percentage. So I will again click on the custom column option, give the name as shipping cost percentage. Over here in the custom columns, I will again write shipping cost divided by the sales. These values can be changed in the term of percentage. So I will click over here and change it to percent. So now you can see that the item which was giving us the loss was having 24.90. That means nearly about 25% of the shipping cost. And it was from the overall sales that I was doing. So in order to make some profit out of it, what I can do is I can try to reduce this shipping cost. So you can see there is this margin of the profit margin. I'm getting it in negative and the shipping percentage is approximately 25. So I can try to balance out these in order to gain some profit out of it. In this way, what you can do is you can try to create multiple other custom columns that would be needed for your visualizations. So for example, let's say that I'm taking each products and I'm trying to find out how much time it took for those products to be shipped. So in that way, I can use this particular shipping time column. Also, I can try to find out the different profit margin for each products by using this column. So wherever we'll be needing some certain columns and if they are not available, you will be using the already existing columns to create these custom columns. You can also create a discounted price column in which you can try to find out that what was the sales that we were doing and how much discount we were giving to that particular person. So right now this is in some percentage. So you can try to find out the exact selling price for that item. So we are doing the sales over here and we are giving some discount also. So in that way, you will be finding out what was the price of that item. So these are some of the ways in which you can create some custom columns of different type. Thank you.